On July 9th, producer, singer, and artist Robert Alphonse, aka Trust, announced he'll be releasing a new studio album titled Performance, set for September 13th. It's the first full length album on his new label, Dais. The new album sinks even further into the nasty synth pop psychodrama that Alphonse has pioneered and refined across his evolution. Recorded in Los Angeles, Alphonse co-produced the collection with versatile composer and producer Night Feelings. The title alludes to a friend's offhand remark about Alphonse's intrinsically performative nature. As further explained in the announcement, the music moves between beauty and bitterness, anthem and anguish, the sound of melancholia gone massive. Track after track, Alphonse wields pop dynamics and brooding production wizardry like a weapon, spiraling through a roll call of hits. Throughout, there's a sense of emotional turmoil elevated to strange heights, stained by guilt and ghosts and the memory of those wronged and those still unforgiven. In anticipation of the new full album, Trist released a new single all at once today. Look for the link below. After the release, he plans on a month-long European tour starting in Prague, Czech Republic on September 30th. Sam Shepard, aka Floating Points, has recently announced his new album Cascade will be released on September 13th on Ninja Tune. Devised as a follow-up from his rave-reviewed second album Crush, hailed as one of the albums of 2019 by Pitchfork, Mixmag, and others, Cascade would allow him to experience Floating Points in its traditional form on a dance floor once more, bursting with bucla rhythms, glitching melodies bewitching a room full of heaving bodies. It's meant to be kind of a continuation, adds Shepard. This explains Cascade's artwork. Another colorful sleeve full of fluid imagery, created once more by Akiko Nakayama. It also explains its evocative title. Like Crush, one word that implies movement, beauty, and pressure. Most importantly, it explains its mesmerizing sound, sumptuous sonic chasms to lose yourself in again and again. Though devised as a continuation of Crush, Cascade nonetheless pushes Floating Point's sound forward into new places. The 9 songs here are allowed to smolder and spark for up to 8 minutes at a time, allowing for more expansive exploration of sounds and grooves than before. Almost a decade on since Alania, his debut album, the composer has discovered ways to thread his experiments outside of club music seamlessly into his music designed for the dance floor. I'm just constantly chasing challenges, says Shepard, explaining how this album fits into his ever-expanding web of creating projects, of which there were many. I always want to keep things moving and go all in on things that excite me, whether that's working with a 100-piece orchestra on a ballet or on a laptop on my own, Shepard grins. Shepard will play a number of DJ dates across North America, including Making Time in Philadelphia and Boiler Room in Los Angeles. He has also announced that he's bringing his live show to Europe with headline dates in November, with longtime collaborators Hamel Industries working alongside Akiko Nakayama delivering enthralling visuals. And lastly, from their Facebook page, there was concern recently when Sidewalks and Skeletons' album White Light was removed from Apple Music. The explanation? According to correspondence between the two, Apple flagged the release because too many people had it on repeat, triggering the system to flag it as potential fraud. Luckily, the situation has been resolved, and as you can see on the image that's been shared, Apple Music will restore it in a couple of days. Good news for those who has the album on their playlist.